I think we're going to move right along on the program here. And then, as Matthew was pointing out, we have two themes of institutional cooperation. And I think we'll have a word from each one of the themes there on what they're up to. The first is Anders Malmer, who's going to present on the sustainable agricultural production and food security theme from SLU.
When does it start, Matthew? When I need to say a few words before it starts. I'm supposed to do a Pecha Kucha presentation, which means I have 20 slides, and it's set with 20 seconds per slide. So, and I guess they do this because I'm a university professor and I could talk it for ages otherwise. Yeah. So, hello everyone who I didn't have the time to talk to this morning, but I will come back during the day. This activity theme is sustainable agriculture production and food security. And it's an alliance between SIANI and SLU in the second period of the SIANI 2. SLU Global is the focal point at SLU, Swedish University of Agriculture Science, and it's a project and unit to work with PGU, which is Policy for Global Development in Sweden. We're based at the Vice Chancellor's office, and we are doing strategic planning and development of policy. I think this one didn't work, Matthew. Yeah, do it manually, please. SLU works with the understanding of sustainable use and management of biological natural resources. That's our mission. We achieve this by research, education, also environmental monitoring. We are a very applied university. We differ from other universities in that sense. We have the full range of agriculture with a strong base in biological science and veterinary medicine. We belong to the Ministry of Rural Affairs, now under the Ministry of Enterprise and Innovation, unlike the other universities. So what about this Swedish policy of global development? What it is at SLU. We publish about 2,000 international reviewed research articles with our research per year. More than 50% of those are relating to global development. So we have hundreds of experts doing PGU, and they can't be wrong, but we have SLU Global for a main commitment to catalyze broader thematic and multidisciplinary research activities relating to real-world complex challenges in low-income countries, escaping from the silos. We started in 2012, and we're working through 4 themes also, not to mix up with this SIANI theme. It's about restoration, it's about efficiency in farming system, urban and peri-urban farming, and scale issues. So during the first year, last year, 2014, SLU Global's 4 themes was the framework for our alliance for this theme together with SIANI, Sustainable Agriculture Production and Food Security. And basically, our main activity was having 4 workshops. The first workshops, you have the title here, Variation in Productivity, was a 1-week workshop in Uganda. It was also used resources that we've pooled from resources we get from the Foreign Ministry to make this. And it's about understanding of differences. Why are the differences in fruit productivity in the same village, for example? And it used data, it used interview with people, involvement of local people, and also remote sensing with peaceful drones to do this. Peaceful drones. The second workshop, number 2, was dealing with scaling up strategy for technology transfer for empowerment with focus on sustainable production. It was a 2-day workshop in Uppsala. Also with some funding from Foreign Ministry. It staged a dialogue for reflection and recommendation on case studies from various places in the world. It had a very broad Swedish and international participation, and like the other workshops, there are both workshops reports and policy briefs from this. Workshop number 3 had a title, The Role of Trees in Water Management in Complex Landscapes. It was a 2-day workshop in Uppsala, and it was about the conflict between the use of water by trees and the fact that trees are the best improvers of degraded soils. The watershed brought together a number of key persons and experts and other stakeholders in this issue, and discussed an articulate severe lack of empiric base in this issue, especially in drier countries. And they will come up with a review publication, opinion paper dealing with this issue. The fourth workshop was planned for the end of 2014, but because of differences in extracting the right people, it will now be on the 12th of February, right, Ulf? Yes. A 2-day workshop in Uppsala. Contact Ulf Magnusson if you're interested. It will deal with the dilemmas and gaps in knowledge in this big issue about sustainable production of food in cities and around cities. Another part of this theme during these 3 years of activity is the National Conference Agri4D. It was previously held in 2010 to 13 each year, and was growing successively and had about 3 or 4 times the size of this annual meeting with people. It will now be in September in Uppsala. Other activities that we do, more everyday activities, is that we've been working with web synchronization uptake to have the right information at SIANI website and at SLU Global websites and so on. We also starting to work with participation in policy-relevant arenas. We were at Almedalen very briefly, myself, which was an interesting experience, and we were a couple of people at the Global Landscapes Forum and participate in the SIANI joint venture with EcoAdapt. This year we'll continue with seminars and workshops. They will not be along our thematic areas, but other issues. We will work both on thematic subjects and method for societal dialogue, like action research and so on. And we will also have a thematic issue about future for smallholder farmers, impact of capacity building and so on. So hope to see you out there this year. Thank you.